foreshadowing one of the biggest waste of time arcs in this entire series. I'll let you know exactly what that is when the time comes, but you probably already know what it is. So was no one going to mention that Bakura apparently sleeps while sitting up like that?
Hey guys!
How far away did these guys sleep from the tent Teo was in? Sure, Kaiba woke them up when he arrived in his helicopter last night, but I'm pretty sure they all went back to where they were sleeping before. First Teo gets the tent by herself, and now she tells them to sleep further away?
Where's Mai? Isn't she with you?
Mai wasn't even with you guys after Yugi defeated Panic. Everyone clearly went separate ways, otherwise she'd be with the gang when Kaiba made his presence felt, after which everyone went back to sleep. So how would Joey know that Mai was with Teo? 4Kids seriously couldn't just reanimate this paper sequence and have the note written in English instead of smeared lipstick saying absolutely nothing? The laziness just might be worth 10 sins, and it's not even the laziest thing in this series either. When I see this overhead shot of Duelist Kingdom, the only thing I'm wondering is why Kaiba didn't just land his helicopter close to the castle so that he didn't have to walk literally all night long.
And some of them were really good players with powerful cards.
But we'll never know who those duelists with the powerful cards were because they're not characters important to the plot, nor will return at later tournaments, so it doesn't matter even if it should.
We better tell the boss about this, Saigo.
And guess who their boss is conveniently? Totally not someone randomly brought up in a story last episode just so he can make an appearance and seem like an important character. Bandit Keith shows us the flashback we already saw in the previous episode, all 2 minutes of it, which makes me question why we didn't just get introduced to him in this episode.
Somebody's stalking us!
Where are you going?
To stalk them!
Joey is worried about someone stalking him, so his plan is to stalk them back by running away from them. Yeah? Pegasus hit a dueling arena inside a cave on the very case that someone would have a zombie deck and found the cave in the first place. Not to mention hiding it so deep in the cave where there were a bunch of corridors, causing the participants to get lost and die. Haven't enough people died of starvation already? Now this?
Good, but I think you can...
Bandit Keith asks to see Bonz' deck of zombie cards, looks through 4 of them, and then tries to make other zombie cards appear by means of a magic trick since he keeps putting those 4 cards back on the deck without looking at the rest of the cards. Also, I'm surprised Keith can see the cards considering he's wearing shades in a dark cave with a flashlight shining on his face instead of the deck itself. Bonz is so scared of the skulls on the ground that he picks one up and shoves it in his own face for whatever reason. So, did Joey get knocked out on the spot and then dragged into the cave? Or did the sight of this random guy cause Joey to pass out like he's got eyes that cause victims to lose consciousness from a simple gaze?
Joey's been gone an awfully long time.
You guys just stood there while Joey ran away from the idea of being stalked? I'm just saying, if my friend was scared that someone was stalking him, I wouldn't leave him alone. I'd make sure he's okay, even if I thought he was a little crazy. It's what friends do. For a group of friends that has friendship speech obsessed Taya on the team, this is one of the worst set of friends I've ever seen.
I must have got on his case a little too hard.
You get on Joey's case all the time and will continue to do that long after you feel remorse in this moment, because Tristan is the biggest asshole on the team.
You head that way. Bakura and I will go this way.
Okay!
Tristan clearly told Yugi and Taya to go left from this shot while he and Bakura would head down, but then the exact opposite occurs when the crew starts running. Tristan is a bad friend to Joey and also has a bad sense of direction. That face Joey has is absolutely priceless. Not like the time Bandit Keith found Pegasus smirking to be a priceless face. This is the perfect example of one.
Hey, I never even agreed to this.
You haven't got any choice, dweeb.
Actually, he does. The setup of this stage is much smaller compared to the others on the island, so Joey could just jump off the stand right now. No star chips have been declared yet, so it's not an official match, and Joey doesn't lose any.
Play the one on the far left.
Dueling due to outside interference is always a sin. The animation here absolutely sucks when it comes to continuity. In this shot, Bandit Keith is literally behind Bonz, but in other shots, he's a lot further away from him, and he didn't even move.
Whatever it is, I'm ready.
Overconfidence is what gives Joey this moment of power, but even he should realize that these thugs wouldn't capture him and force him into a duel just to have Bonz lose to him on purpose.
I have to play a zombie card.
I also have to give my strategy out loud so that Joey can hear everything I say. It's the perfect plan indeed.
Remember, no duelist has ever beaten Bandit Keith without cheat.
Bandit Keith really does embrace being an American more than you think. I always win, and if I don't, it's because my opponent cheated. Fake news.
Let's duel!
This duel started like 5 minutes ago.
My sister Serenity's counting on me.
Hurry, Bonz! Play another card before we see that same flashback of Serenity on the videotape again. By now, I memorized everything she said word for word.
This magic card is unstoppable!
I'm surprised Bandit Keith is not calling Bonz a dweeb considering Call of the Haunted is a trap card, not a magic card. What is it with characters mixing up the card types this season?
Oh no! Oh no!
Scene does not contain the Kool-Aid Man bursting through the cave shouting, "Oh yeah!" Actually, kind of a good thing since that would cause the cave to collapse and kill everyone involved.
This is starting to smell like foul play.
Tristan is absolutely the worst. Taya finds Joey's wallet on the ground, which makes it clear that Joey has been captured, but only now is it dawning on Tristan that this is foul play. I don't know if this shot is Yugi trying to help Taya from being assaulted by the skeleton, or the three of them engaging in a weird threesome. Regardless, I am weirded out.
Direct hit and the zombie dragon recovered.
What did you expect? The dragon zombie has higher attack points than your Axe Raider, so of course it wasn't destroyed even with the power of immortality. Sure, Bonz' zombie monster cannot be destroyed thanks to its power of immortality. However, the difference in attack points still get deducted from his life points, as is shown in later duels involving monsters that can't be destroyed. And yet Bonz still keeps his life points for reasons unknown.
Forgot my magic card?
For the second straight episode in a row, the Call of the Haunted is a trap card, you dweeb!
To life, it gets another 10%.
The point counter realized it went too far ahead on the increase and had to decrease after reaching 2,000. Scooby-Doo. I'm only saying that because I wish I was watching Scooby-Doo instead of this. It'd probably be far more entertaining than what I am watching right now. Since they are running in slow motion, there's no way they would have time to turn around and see Bakura get flattened by the fake boulder while still running forward.
Don't look back!
Says the guy who's literally looking back.
Tristan, you can't punch out
A boulder!
Taya tried to say the exact same thing Yugi said and ended up interrupting them instead. And Yugi somehow knew that Taya would finish his sentence since he stopped talking before she said a boulder.
And for Serenity's sake, I've got to stay in the game.
Joey mentions his sister as though Bandit Keith and his thugs are supposed to even know who the hell that is.
Spin time roulette.
Joey is apparently only allowed to automatically activate the Time Wizard's effect the first time he ever played it. The rest is up to chance. See what happens when you create plot holes?
What?
For once, I'm going to remove a sin because this show isn't afraid to give the middle finger to Joey's luck game. Shame that it happens only once, though. Anime Waterfall Tears.
I'll give you a free turn.
Bonz has the advantage and immediately loses it by allowing Joey to have another free turn by passing his own. And that causes the beginning of his downfall. Just when I think things were getting interesting, down it goes.
Oh, the pumpkin has a very special ability.
Special ability? On a monster? What on earth is that? I'm pretty sure we're at the point of the series where that question will be asked, just like the sighted trap cards were a shocker in the second episode.
Onward, Lizard. Defense mode.
Once again, calling out your monster's name while placing them face down instead of face up. Joey has officially lost it now.
Block him.
Sorry, Keith. Elon Musk thinks a block feature is a bad idea.
The duel is illegal anyway.
Taya is such an idiot. This arena would not just randomly exist in this cave for no reason at all. It's a graveyard arena and star chips were declared, so it is official. Who gave you the rulebook on the Duelist Kingdom tournament?
Serenity.
Oh no, not again. Hurry up, Bonz! Play another card before the flashback appears!
Spill. Who are you anyway?
Literally everybody in this entire cave mentioned Bandit Keith's name at least once, and Joey somehow still doesn't know that this guy is Bandit Keith.
Bandit Keith?
I've heard that name somewhere.
Yeah, from Seto Kaiba literally last night when he was telling the story of how Bandit Keith was humiliated by Pegasus. Heard from somewhere? Pfft.
You're about to join the other zombies in this graveyard.
Wait, so Bonz intends to literally kill Joey here? This duel just took the darkest turn there is, and it ain't because we're in a cave.
I'll keep my defenses up until I find a way to attack.
Because Joey mentioned his intention to keep his defenses up, I don't even have to guess that Bonz has a stop defense card he's about to play next turn.
Render all your defenses useless.
You can't possibly do that with one card.
You literally saw the clown on steroids pretending to be Kaiba do the same exact thing to Yugi yesterday. What do you mean defenses can't be stopped by a single card?
This trap card can.
That's a fucking magic card! Did the colors switch or something halfway through the season?
I let you down, sis. Quit? No way.
You literally told Serenity that you let her down in your head 5 seconds ago, but okay.
Where'd this dork get a card that rare?
I guess Bandit Keith finally got tired by constantly repeating the word dweeb to Joey. I don't blame him. I could totally do an entire bonus round on the many times the word dweeb is used throughout these 2 episodes.
What do I do? His attack power is greater than mine.
Considering you didn't lose any life points the last time Joey's stronger monster attacked your zombie, I don't get why you are complaining.
It's all over for you, dweeb.
Never mind.
How could I lose?
Well, that's what happens when you choose to give Joey a free turn after the Time Wizard blew up in his face. I'm just saying, if these guys can easily push that boulder to block the cave entrance, then Yuki's gang can totally push it out. 3 of them can apparently push the boulder, but 5 others can't. Something ain't adding up here.
Yugi and some dweeb named Joey.
Take the dweeb out first.
Wake up, dweeb. You heard him, dweeb.
You haven't got any choice, dweeb. If the dweeb can't see your monster, you need a lesson in strategy, dweeb. There's zombies now, dweeb.
I tried to tell you, dweeb.
Had enough yet, dweeb? Apparently the dweeb's smarter than I thought. Card that'll demolish the dweeb. You gonna cut and run, dweeb? Pack it up and go home, dweeb. End of the road for you, dweeb. It's all over for you, dweeb. You're hopeless, dweeb. Quivering in fear already, dweeb.